Hello, and welcome back to the Paranormal Scientist channel. This will be our inaugural video, and it's a doozy as we will look at the legend that is the Slender Man. Let's get started. The Slender Man is a popular horror and mythic figure that is characterized by his tall and slender body, a black suit he wears, and the most disturbing feature is his white skin and blank face. Yes, Slender Man's face has no features. Also, his fingers are very long and wiry to be able to wrap around you and to touch you from a long distance. Even more disturbing is that the Slender Man can extend his limbs to cover ground more easily, and even has his tentacles that extend from his back to allow him to grab people more easily. Where did the Slender Man come from? What is his origins? Let's find out. Slender Man first appeared in 2009 on the website Something Awful. The character is created by Eric Knudsen on the Create Paranormal Images thread, which asks people to edit existing photos with Photoshop to make them spooky and scary. Eric edited 2 photos with children in them and inserted the Slender Man figure into the background so you could just barely see it. The images found their way onto 4chan, an internet discussion board, and then they went viral. Slender Man images then began showing up on videos, photos, video games, etc. People started to then make their own Slender Man images and their own mythology, their history of the Slender Man, and distribute them. People even made newspaper articles and historical images to add to the Slender Man lore. Troy Wagner, a film student at the University of Alabama, and Joseph DeLodge created the first Slender Man web series titled Marble Hornets. The series became a hit and even drew the attention of Roger Ebert, who tweeted about the series due to its popularity. Even more series would follow, such as Everyman Hybrid, Tribe 12, and Tupla Effect. Even a video game originally named just Slender was then renamed Slender the 8 Pages came out. In this game, players are walking around in a forest, collecting pages, all while trying not to run into the Slender Man. The game made its way onto YouTube as players would play the game and video themselves reacting to Slender Man chasing them through the woods. And then a very popular YouTuber, PewDiePie, videoed himself, and this took off and made the game even more viral. Everyone wanted to play this game and video themselves trying to avoid the Slender Man. Knudsen gave his thoughts on the Slender Man's success, and I quote, "It differs from the prior concept of the urban legend in that it is on the internet, and this both helps and harms the status of the Slender Man as one. In my personal opinion, an urban legend requires an audience ignorant of the origin of the legend. It needs unverifiable third and fourth hand or more accounts to perpetuate the myth. On the internet, anyone is privy to its origins as evidenced by the very public Something Awful thread. But what is funny is that despite this, it still spread." Unfortunately, tragedy around this mythic character arose in May of 2014 as 2 Wisconsin girls were accused of stabbing their classmate Peyton Neutner as they believed it would please the Slender Man so he wouldn't harm their families. These girls discovered the character on the Creepypasta website, which is a very popular site of collection of scary stories and read by many, many youngsters. Sadly, more crimes came from the Slender Man character, as a 13-year-old girl believed to be obsessed with Slender Man attacked her mother with a knife. Then, a 14-year-old Florida girl reportedly set her house on fire after reading about the Slender Man. Slender Man still pops up online and in tabloids claiming he has been seen in real life, so the popularity of him has decreased, even after the 2018 movie that performed poorly and was called distasteful by those who was victims of the Slender Man crimes. So after all this, what do I think scientifically about the Slender Man? Well, folks, I have to stick to the obvious 2019 creation of Slender Man by Mr. Knudsen as the main point of proof that Slender Man, well, is a created character and not real. Even though he is wildly popular, has become an online and cultural legend, and even an urban legend, he just isn't real. Even though we have the proof online, or online proof that Slender Man is real, how can this be real? How can any of that prove that Slender Man is real to you? Even with the concept that some believe that if you have enough willpower and you put enough energy into it, you can create an entity. You can bring something into this world. You can breathe life into a new being. But where's the proof of this? Is enough people believing in Slender Man make him real? I don't think so. If I, the paranormal scientist, created a video and took shots of the woods near me, which I live near the woods and I live near mountains where I could get some very creative shots, and put Slender Man in these shots and claimed, look, here's real proof, Slender Man caught in 2020. Would that make you believe Slender Man's real? Is that what these claims to Slender Man being real are? Can that override the clear creation of the character in 2009 from an online forum contest? In my opinion, folks, I think not. The Slender Man is a very creepy and powerful character that can invoke many feelings in those that entertain themselves with his lore. While I think he is clever and very, very creepy character, it is very obvious to me he's just an online creation. But what if he isn't? What if I'm wrong? What if, just maybe, the Slender Man has been brought into our world? Maybe all you fans of the Slender Man consuming every sighting, every bit of information about him, brought him to life. If so, please be warned. Please take care. Please don't go out into the woods. And for the love of everything decent and holy, hide your children. Slender Man could be right behind you.